Okay, so now we're going to look at the mind and body together. Workshop 1 was how your thinking impacts your nervous system, your emotional state, your reality. Second one was all about our physical body and using breath work, cold exposure, movement to manage the stress response, manage and release trapped emotions in the body, and get out of our head and into our body. Now we need to look at the mind-body connection in general and how you can change your energy to change your life. And we'll look at the mind-body connection, and we look at all emotions and energy, which I kind of showed you in the last workshop. Vibration and frequency, and what does it all mean? Because for me, I am sure most of you know, I'm very logical, analytical. I need proof that what I'm doing is working, and I've just done it on you. I can't just come out with this bold statement that breath work helps us to de-stress without any data. I've just shown you in the Zoom when we did our heart rate there that doing that breath relaxes you, brings the heart rate down 5 to 10 beats and takes us out of the stress response. I need proof and data. And so when people talk about manifesting, I can't believe anything anyone says without any proof. So I'm going to explain that because I think people get really confused with manifesting and vibration and frequency, and I don't think people actually know what it is. So I'm going to really break it down in very simple terms. So you'll know from science when you were in school that everything is made of energy, okay? Me sitting here, I'm using up energy to speak to you. There's energy coming from the screen. I need energy to digest my food. I get energy from my food. We need energy to breathe. Breathing gives us energy. Everything is energy. And you'll have heard that phrase before that energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed, okay? So everything we do is all about energy, receiving energy and giving energy, okay? And energy just means vibration and frequency. And I'm going to show you a very simple video here. It's easier to show you in a video. So everything that we experience in life is on a frequency, okay? Music is on frequencies. You might have heard me speak about binaural beats before. Binaural beats are certain wavelengths and frequencies that stimulate different regions in our brain to produce an outcome. So there is binaural beats for concentration and focus. There's binaural beats for releasing emotions in the body. There's binaural beats to get you energized. Different frequencies in the music do things to our body because of the frequency we're operating on in our body. Let me just show you this video. So these forks are at different, maybe I need to put on this.
The second fork will.
Let me just put on the sound. So if you put two of the same frequencies together, one will make the other vibrate. But if you have two that are at different frequencies, the other one will not vibrate. So basically, frequencies of the same things are at the same frequency will work together and attract one another. But if you have one frequency that's, let's say, 220 hertz and another one that's 400 hertz, they won't work together and they won't attract. I'll leave the link for the video so you can watch it yourself. But let me get the second one for you. This might be better for you. Okay, so this one is going to show you sand on a frequency plate. There's basically just this vibrating plate, okay? And based on what frequency they're playing the sand at, it will generate different patterns in the sand. Okay, here it is. So this one, this plate here is hooked up to a radio, and they're putting different frequencies on the radio. And depending on what frequency they're playing on the vibrational plate, watch what happens with the sand. I'll just show you really quickly because I want to get this workshop finished. So see, they've got 100 frequencies here. They're starting at 100. And just watch what happens when they play 100 and put the sand on the plate. Or salt, I can't remember what it is. This is literally just a vibrating plate, okay? And they set it at different frequencies or tones. And based on what frequency it's on, different patterns form. See that? So basically what it's showing you is that like frequencies attract like frequencies. And you can actually do this experiment at home. It's really, really cool to show you that there's energy in everything. This is literally sand on a plate. There's nothing pre-made here. They just play frequencies and the sand moves. It's so cool. So it's just to show you that everything operates at a frequency. Even our speech, our tone of voice, we all operate on frequencies. But depending on the quality of our thoughts, how we're feeling in our bodies, all of that is going to impact the frequency that you're operating on. Is this the one I was on? Okay, so that was just to show you or to explain about binaural beats, which are different frequencies that are played into your ear, and that your brain responds to those frequencies in the music, which help you concentrate more. They activate different brain regions. You can improve concentration and focus just by these binaural beats. Another example of frequencies is birds chirping. So why do the birds start chirping 1 hour before sunrise? The reason for that is because birds chirping are at a frequency that help open up stomata in plants. And I can't remember who it was that figured this out, but whoever it was figured out that classical music operates on the same frequency as the chirping birds. And if you play classical music to plants, they will grow 5 times faster than plants that are not exposed to that frequency. And it's on YouTube. You can look it up if you want. So everything is done by frequency. And only similar frequencies will attract each other. That means that if you are having negative thoughts, you're feeling negative, you're only going to attract negative outcomes, negative vibrations, negative emotions, negative scenarios, because like attracts like. So negative attracts negative. Whereas positive vibrations and higher frequency vibrations will only attract higher frequency vibrations. I'll explain that now in more detail. So your body vibrates on a frequency. You can actually photograph the energy in your body. And I'm going to show you that in a second. And your thoughts operate on a frequency, which is why it's so important that you have that understanding about workshop 1 on changing the frequency of your thought, changing how you think, which is changing the frequency of what you're thinking on. Because what frequency you're operating on depends on the quality of your thoughts and emotions. So what the workshop 1 was on the brain. Workshop 2 is on emotions in the body, your heart center, heart rate variability. And we need to have your heart and brain in coherence in order to fully be able to attract what you want into your life, to create an aligned body and mind, be in the right vibration to attract all of the things you're looking for out of life. So connecting the brain and body is really important, which is why you need to have some work done on your head and some work done on your body, which is why I give you options on how to work on both. Your brain and body are connected, or sorry, your brain and heart are connected via the vagus nerve. All of those practices I went through activate and stimulate the vagus nerve. And when you can get your brain and body in harmony by regulating your thoughts, regulating your emotions, the stress response in your body, that's when you'll get complete harmonization. And that's when you'll be able to get all the things that you're looking for out of life. And that only happens when you synchronize the rhythm of your brain with your thinking and with your heart by what you're feeling. And back to that diagram at the start, what you think and do affects the way you feel. The body is connected to the mind, sends feedback to the mind sends feedback to the body. And that's why it's a two-way system. It's not just the body and just the mind. It's all the one, really. The brain takes up 2% of your body weight, but uses up 20% of our energy. So not only does the brain use up so much energy to think, so we better make sure those thoughts are good ones, balanced ones, and not overthinking or anxious thoughts. But negative thinking operates on a low vibration frequency. And low vibration thinking is low vibration emotions. This is what emotions look like when you photograph the energy coming out of someone's body. Happiness, look how full the energy in that person's body is. Look at the depression. These are photos of energy in the body, or sorry, emotions in the body, which is emotion is energy. Emotion is energy is emotions in motion. So all these will show you what energy looks like in the body in response to certain emotions, which I kind of was showing you in workshop 2 with the charge of your emotions, okay? Not only that, but these are your low vibration and high vibration emotions, and I'm going to show you what they look like in heart rate variability. When you focus on negative thinking, let's say you're angry about something or negative thinking, overthinking, feeling frustrated, feeling shitty, your heart rate variability is not very good. It's all disrupted. This is an actual measure of heart rate and heart rate variability. When we shift our thoughts to more balanced, rational thoughts, we start to feel a little bit better in our body. We might not feel amazing, but we'll feel better than this. Your heart rate variability increases. You're less stressed and your vibration literally lifts up. So you're on a higher frequency. If you're looking for love, happiness, joy, wealth, success, none of those things operate on a low vibration. So in order to get all of the amazing things we want out of life, the high vibration, higher frequency things, you have to change the frequency you're operating on, which includes changing your thoughts, how you feel in your body, and the energy in your body. So this is why we can't really consider the mind and body separately. We need to generate the right frequency. So how do we do that? How do we generate coherence in our body? Change the energy in your body to match the frequency of the reality you want to create. When people talk about manifesting, this is the problem that they make. They say, I want this, I want that. But when you're feeling so shit in your body, that's a negative vibration. And the quality of your thoughts is also negative because you're focusing on the lack usually. So I want this, I want that, everything I have at the moment is shit. I'm not good enough. Negative thoughts are on a low vibration. Negative thoughts lead to negative emotions. Then you're emotionally and energetically, you're on a low vibration. If you are trying to manifest when you're in a low vibration frequency with your thoughts and emotions, you're never going to get what you want. And so what you need to do is you need to match the frequency of the reality you want to create in the current moment. How do we do that? You visualize so that you can get the mental, cognitive, psychological frequency right. Visualize what it is you want to bring into your life. Is it a partner? Is it a place? Is it a house? Is it children? Is it a job? What does it look like? What does it smell like? What colors are they wearing? You visualize the scene you want to bring into your life, but not in the future. Visualize as if it was right in front of you. That's the cognitive part and the psychological change in the quality of your thinking. Then you need to focus on what that feels like. So we need to bring our vibration, our frequency up here and now. You can't visualize and then just hope that things will come to you. You need to feel what those things feel like. How does it feel to move into that house that you built after you saved up all that money? Who's there? Do you feel love from your partner there? Do you feel love from your family there? What feelings are you feeling in that scenario that you're visualizing? Then that's when you can, that's when you've aligned body and mind and you've created a future reality in the now. You can see it and you can feel it. And that's where people go wrong with manifesting, is they say, I want in the future, but they don't match the frequency of their thoughts and their energy and their emotions and their feelings in their body with what they want to manifest. And that's why we use top down and body up practices to shift energy and frequency in the body and change the quality of our thoughts. So change the quality and the frequency of your thoughts, everything from workshop 1. When that's too hard, if you can't do it with your mind there in the here and now, go to the body and use a body up approach to regulate the mind. Then when your mind is nice and relaxed, you can use your top-down approaches, your CBT, alternative perspectives, problem solving, rational thinking, to practice the quality or to improve the quality of your thinking. Visualize, practice gratitude, heat cold exposure, breath work, movement, everything I've gone through. And so you want to combine a clear intention in your mind, like I said, with the visualizing, with an elevated emotion, because you're trying to lift the frequency in your body up off a negative vibration so that you can only attract things of a higher vibration, because like will only attract like. Then you'll be synchronized and you create your future in the present moment. I am, I do, I feel. And that's when you have your mind-body alignment and you've changed the energy and the frequency that you're operating on in both mind and body. I think that's it. Who's still with me? So any questions about any of that? I can't believe how many people have actually stayed for the whole thing. And I can't believe I've done it in 2 hours. I'm so proud of myself. So let me know what you think of that. Does it make sense to you a little bit more now about why you need to work on your mind, why you need to work on your body, why would you do breath work, how it works, why heat and cold exposure works, why movement works, how to get out of your mind into your body, and why, if you've been trying to manifest certain things, maybe why they haven't been working. I will be running a CBT course and a breathwork course the week after next. So basically everything we've just learned, I'm going to be leading you through it so that we can really deep dive into changing your thinking, changing how you're feeling. So yeah, I'm really grateful that so many people stayed on. I can't believe so many people stayed on, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've obviously recorded it now, so I'll send it to you. And people will get different things from different sections, you know. Maybe some people didn't need the thinking bit, maybe people needed that bit and not so much of the body up approaches. So it's supposed to give you options so that you can go and work on whatever bit it is that you need to work on. I know I didn't go like deep into all the thought patterns because it takes time. I just wanted to highlight the impact of your thinking mostly rather than going into how to change them, which I'll do in the CBT course. So I will let you know about the CBT course. I'll be doing one in person, I'll be doing one online, so everyone can access. Really appreciate you coming on. Have a lovely day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are. And make a note there of your heart rate before and after. Quickly go up, and I'm going to stay on here because there's direct messages I want to go through, and I want to take some videos of the heart rates. But yeah, just take a picture of yours before and after. If you do post a story, tag me in it because I want to reshare some of the heart rates. Yeah, and thank you so much. I hope to see you again sometime soon. I'll let you know about the CBT course and the breathwork course, etc. And have a lovely evening. I'm going to